Hey world, I'm Josh.
And I'm Lauren.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Try Stuff.
Coffee edition.
Yeah, we're doing a review of a metal pour-over coffee maker that we got provided to us by Chephon. I don't know if you can see the logo there or not. Probably not. It's quite shiny finish, but same people who made the canister we reviewed, they provided both to us. Thank you very much, Chephon. Very nice. And if at the end of this review you want to purchase this, there will be a link to the Amazon non-affiliate link down in the description with a 5% off coupon. Okay, this is a pour-over device. It's all metal. It came without this rubber gasket on. It was in the packaging, but it is on here. What do we do with that piece of paper? It came with a piece of paper with instructions. Pretty straightforward. I think it said 2 tablespoons per 6 ounces of water. They were nice, simple, easy to follow instructions. Let's see. This is just sort of a welded piece of wire in a circle and a metal base, sort of the same kind of Kalita wave sort of metal. So simple, fits on top of your mug. You just brew this directly on top of your mug. Put the whole thing on your scale if you're like us. Although scale's really about consistency more than anything. Then it also gave us this spoon, which you'll see later. Here, this has the Chephon logo on it. Focus, focus, focus. Never ever willing to focus.
It likes your face too much.
Ah, well that is because you can't look away from an accident. So, it's this cone device. I found a little odd that it was kind of solid at the bottom, but I guess it makes sense because you just don't want water pouring straight through in a stream. But I thought maybe the mesh would carry all the way down. It's a little bendy, but I don't see any reason for it to ever break. It's got a much larger mesh on the outside and a much finer mesh on the inside, so I haven't really noticed any grit coming through at all. We brew mostly Chemex, but it's not always both of us, and a Chemex really is kind of expensive and impractical for one person.
Mm-hmm.
So this is good for one person. This is if you want to pour over, but you don't really have 2 people around. I think that's what we'd use it for. Typically we've used the AeroPress, but it's nice to have this in the arsenal as well. So now I'm going to insert a clip of us brewing with it. We tried it with a bigger grind like a Chemex, and it's not on the video, but we also tried it with a half as big grind as our Chemex on the Breville Smart Grinder. We use a 60, we tried it with a 30. So here's the clip of us actually using it. Okay, we are going to brew with the Chephon stainless steel pour-over device here. You can see coffee mug on the scale, and then this cone fits into this wire device. When it came, I had to put this rubber gasket on, but no big deal. And just kind of set it on top. I'll zero out my scale. I got 21 grams of coffee in there. I'm going to do 350 grams of water and then a little bloom here. So you get an idea of kind of how it processes through. I'll edit out the weight for the bloom. There's 350. So it comes with this spoon, and presumably it's for stirring. I haven't really felt the need for it, but I have found it useful for getting the grounds out when I'm cleaning it. So let's go show that real quick.
Okay. Go.
Normally I would do this into my compost bin, but just to show you what it's like trying to get these grounds out. In my experience, you can get the bulk out with this spoon, and then you just kind of have to rinse it out. So that's that. That's brewing process. Got a nice looking cup of coffee. I don't know if you can see a little bit of oil floating on top.
Yeah, caught it.
But these aren't the nicest beans compared to what we usually drink. So that's that. Okay, so that was us brewing it. I had the cup with the coarser grind, and she had the finer grind. And I will say one thing. It's kind of a trade-off. I don't like pre-wetting Chemex filters. I find it annoying. An annoying
it's just
part
an
of
extra step that you don't think about.
I have to wet the filter, then I have to walk over to the sink and dump it out. It's a frustrating. It's not that big of a deal. So it's nice to not have to do that with this. However, the Chemex is nice because I can grab the filter and throw it in my compost bin. Whereas this, I have to go over and
to scrape it out
and then rinse it out. So anyway, taste.
Definitely use a Chemex grind with this.
Yeah, coarser grind I think was preferable.
If you use any less than that, then it will come out a little bit on the bitter side, and it'll come out more like, I don't know, almost like an espresso in terms of caffeine level.
Yeah, it extracted a lot. It makes sense. Finer grind, more extraction, but it also tasted more bitter, which didn't particularly care for.
With the Chemex grind, it was a really nice cup of coffee. I thought it tasted really good.
Right.
Mine was just an experiment, so I don't really count that, but it was just too fine.
Well, it at least gives us the ability to say coarser grind, better.
Yeah.
The other thing I'd say is it's not quite French press bold. It's not quite Chemex clean. It falls somewhere in the middle. It lets more oil through with the metal filter because it's not getting soaked into the paper.
I'd say it's kind of similar to an AeroPress.
Okay. It's fuller bodied. Not quite as clean. I don't know if that's really a fair word, but it's the best word I have. So it's a handy device, and it's inexpensive and very nice if you like pour-overs, but don't always have 2 or 3 or however many people around. So any other thoughts?
No, it's a good device, and we're really glad that we got to check it out.
Yeah, so there's a link below. Use the coupon. Support Chephon for supporting us, and thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.